Welcome to Legs Like Mine, the podcast, where we explore lipedema through the eyes of a patient, break down the latest research, and share real life stories of living with this often misunderstood condition. I'm Susan O'Hara from legslikemine.com. I'm a lipedema patient, author, and advocate, and I'm so glad you're here. Whether you're newly diagnosed or deep into your journey, this podcast is for you. Hey friends, it's Susan here. If you've been listening for a while, you know I keep a close eye on a website called PubMed for any new research about lipedema. And something recently caught my attention that I really wanted to share with you. It's a reminder for me, and maybe for you too, about how important exercise is in managing lipedema. And yes, even more than just swimming. You might already know that I am a huge fan of swimming. It gives my body the freedom to move in ways that just feel good and powerful. But after reading this new research, I'm reminded that I need to make room for other types of movement too. So let's talk about this paper. The paper I looked at is a joint statement from two Italian medical societies, the Italian Society of Motor and Sport Sciences, not to be confused with the Society of Motorsport Sciences, totally different thing, and the Italian Society of Phlebology. And it offers some solid insights into how exercise can be a powerful tool in managing lipedema. Lipedema, as you know, is a chronic disorder of loose connective tissue. It causes abnormal fat buildup in specific parts of the body, and it's often mistaken for simple obesity. But we know it's a lot more complex than that. This paper highlighted new findings about how fat tissue in lipedema differs structurally and chemically, even genetically, from regular fat tissue. Here are some of the key takeaways from the paper. First, exercise influences fat tissue in positive ways. Muscles and fat cells release beneficial molecules during exercise that can actually improve the health of our tissues. Second, people with lipedema benefit from a variety of exercise types. These include posture and core strengthening, muscle building activities, walking and gait training, coordination exercises between muscles and nerves, and even deep breathing exercises. I just have to pause you right there. I had no idea there was such a thing as gait training, but I have such strange memories as a child whenever my legs started developing into that upside down Y lipedema shape of standing in my grandma's living room with basically the whole family looking at me and wondering why I walk the way I walk and almost making fun of me. It's definitely not like a great memory, but anyway, I digress. Gait training, that's something I'm going to have to look into. Okay, so third, low impact exercises are especially encouraged, and the patient's personal preferences should always guide the choice of exercise. So if you love swimming like me, dancing, or yoga, you're already on the right track. Fourth, exercises that involve the leg and calf muscles can help lymph flow and improve circulation. I often hear therapists say the calf is the heart of the lymphatic system, or something close to that. Either way, it's a good reminder that moving those muscles matters. Fifth, regular exercise can help reduce symptoms like fatigue and muscle weakness, and it plays a key role in helping us maintain a healthy lifestyle over the long term. It's such a weird thing because whenever I'm feeling fatigued from lipedema or I'm having a flare and especially fatigued, the last thing I want to do is exercise. And doggone it, if this thing isn't true, if you get out there and move a tiny little bit, it really does help wake you back up and get things flowing. So counterintuitive, but whatever. Okay, anyway, back to the paper. The paper doesn't say shy away from reality. It openly acknowledges that sticking to an exercise routine is hard, and not just for lipedema patients, but for humans in general. So, their advice: start gently, increase intensity over time, and find motivation, whether it's the joy of movement, feeling proud after a good walk, or even a small reward to celebrate your progress. And no, I'm not really talking about like a Twinkie or something. What I appreciated most about this paper is that it's got a hopeful tone. It encourages both healthcare providers and patients to see exercise not as a chore, but as a powerful, non drug approach to improving everyone's quality of life. It reminds us that movement, when it's the right kind, can reduce pain, improve mobility, and help us feel better overall. And I'll be honest, part of me read this and thought, darn it. But another part of me said, you love swimming, girl. You do get that walking high and you do feel proud when you're done exercising. All true things. So I'm putting that voice front and center. Exercise is a gift. I'm thankful I can still move, and I'm going to keep finding ways to add more of it into my life in joyful and sustainable ways. I'll leave it there for now. Until next time, stay well and keep fighting the good fight, friends. If you want to read the research paper for yourself, I've linked it in the show notes below. And of course, always talk to your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise routine to make sure it's right for you. Have a great day, friends. If this episode spoke to you, or if you've ever felt unheard on your lipedema journey, please know this: you are not alone. We're in this together, and we're not stopping here. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for listening. I'm Susan O'Hara from legslikemine.com. Be kind to yourself and keep going.